Temptation. This powerful, destructive sugarcane that always appears simple and fearless with no danger. Have you ever questioned yourself how a single moment of temptation can lead you to a lifetime of struggle? Imagine a successful businessman who seemingly had it all. He was a pillar of his community, a leader in his industry, and a beacon of prosperity. Yet one day, propelled by a curiosity fueled by temptation, he decided to try a recreational drug. It seemed innocent enough, a mere experiment, a simple diversion from the pressures of his high-powered life. But that one moment, that single decision, led him down a path he never expected. What started as a mere curiosity morphed into a need, a craving. The drug, which was once a guest in his life, soon became an unwelcome tenant, refusing to leave. It was no longer about the thrill or the escape. It became about survival, about getting through the day. You see, addiction is not a one-time event. It's a journey, a slow descent into a world where the drug is king and the user is but a loyal subject. The businessman, once a titan in his field, found himself reduced to a mere pawn in the game of addiction. His success, his achievements, his wealth, they all faded into the background as the drug took center stage. The businessman's life spiraled downwards, caught in the whirlwind of addiction. His business suffered, his reputation dwindled, and his relationships strained. Every aspect of his life was tainted by his addiction, a stark contrast to the prosperous life he once led. This is the lure of addiction, a seductive whisper that promises a momentary escape, but delivers a lifetime of chains. It's a trap, a deceptive snare that draws you in with the promise of pleasure and leaves you stuck in a cycle of dependence. So, the next time you're faced with a moment of temptation, remember the businessman. Remember how a single decision, a single moment, changed his life forever. Temptation, when succumbed to, can set a person on a path of self-destruction. Can a simple desire morph into an unhealthy obsession? Let's delve into the abyss of obsession, where the line between interest and fixation blurs. Consider a teenage girl, captivated by the idea of a healthier lifestyle. It begins innocently, with the adoption of a balanced diet and regular exercise. But gradually, this healthy pursuit veers off into dangerous territory. Her focus narrows to her weight, her food, her body image. Suddenly, a once healthy interest morphs into an unhealthy obsession. She's no longer seeking health, but an unrealistic ideal. Her meals shrink, her workouts lengthen, her thoughts consumed by calories and scales. The obsession takes a toll, not just physically, but emotionally as well. She's trapped in a self-imposed prison, her life revolving around a destructive fixation. This is the abyss of unhealthy obsession, a dark chasm where innocent interests transform into destructive habits. What begins as a harmless interest can quickly become a dangerous obsession. Does temptation have the power to erode our mental well-being? Let's delve into this. Picture a person just like you and me, caught in the web of social media validation. This person's life revolves around garnering likes, comments, shares, and what have you. It starts as a harmless indulgence, a tiny spark of joy with every notification, every ping, that soon turns into a blazing inferno of obsession. This constant need for approval, this insatiable hunger for likes, starts gnawing at their peace of mind. Anxiety creeps in, followed by its close companion, depression. Each day, each post, each like, or the lack thereof, chips away at their mental well-being. They are spiraling down a path that leads to nowhere but despair. This is just one example of how temptation can subtly yet surely erode our mental health. Succumbing to temptation can have serious implications for our mental health. How can temptation strain our relationships with those we love? Let's dive into a story that illustrates the profound impact of giving in to temptation. Imagine a person, let's call him John. John had a loving family, a caring spouse, and children who adored him. But one day, he succumbed to the temptation of an extramarital affair. This decision, driven by a fleeting desire, set in motion a chain of events that would forever change his life. The affair, once discovered, sent shockwaves through his family. His spouse, blindsided and hurt, struggled to make sense of the betrayal. Their children, too young to fully comprehend, were caught in the crossfire of the ensuing turmoil. As time went on, the strain on their relationships grew. Trust was shattered, and the bond that once held them together began to unravel. Conversations turned into arguments, and arguments into silent treatments. John's home, once filled with laughter and love, became a battlefield of hurt feelings and resentment. The fallout didn't stop there. The affair led to a bitter divorce, further deepening the wounds. John found himself estranged from his children, their image of him forever tainted. His actions, driven by temptation, had caused a ripple effect of devastation in their lives. This is a stark reminder that giving into temptation can have far-reaching consequences, especially on our relationships. It's not just about the immediate gratification, but the lasting damage that can result. Temptation can cause irreparable damage to our relationships. Can giving into temptation cause us to neglect other important aspects of our lives? Let's ponder a moment on this. Imagine a person engrossed in the world of online gaming. It starts out as a harmless pastime, a way to unwind after a long day. But slowly, the boundaries blur. The virtual world becomes more appealing than the real one. The game, once an escape, morphs into a destructive obsession. The work begins to pile up, deadlines missed, performance drops. The boss isn't pleased, but the thrill of the game, the allure of the next level, drowns out the alarm bells. Health starts to suffer. The once active individual now spends hours hunched over a screen. Exercise is forgotten, meals are skipped or devoured mindlessly while eyes remain glued to the screen. Sleep becomes a luxury, sacrificed at the altar of the game. Family and friends are pushed to the periphery. Birthdays, anniversaries, gatherings, all fade into insignificance compared to the latest game update or quest. Relationships strain under the neglect as the person they once knew seems to disappear, replaced by a screen-obsessed stranger. The story of this gamer serves as a stark reminder of how easily we can lose ourselves to temptation, how what starts as harmless fun can spiral into neglect of work, health, and relationships. The allure of temptation can blind us to the things that truly matter in life.